The number one challenge the owner of a law firm has is themselves. That's right. I'm talking about you, the attorney that owns the law firm. The reason, it's because you make a decision about the type of owner that you are, or the type of attorney that you are. And it comes into three basic categories. I'll tell you, after working with 1,000 attorneys for over 15 years and building a law firm myself from $0 to $3.5 million in annual gross sales, we've determined that deciding which type of lawyer you're going to be determines the trajectory that you're going to be on. You want to know exactly where you're headed and what makes up these three different categories so you can make the proper decision and be able to head in the right direction. So there are, as I said, three types of law firm owners that I usually see. And the first is what I call either the priest or the rabbi. This is where the law firm owner actually sees their practice as a calling. So they see this in a way that is definitely not a business, and they see themselves as a service to their community. Many of those attorneys that I've met through the years, especially when they're in their 70s or 80s, we'll call that chronologically accomplished. I find them at the end of the story and they have nothing saved. While they serve their community really isn't serving them, and they're wondering what they're going to do because Social Security just isn't enough for them. So my advice to you is raise your prices a little bit. If that's you, I wish you the best, but we're probably not a direct alignment because I see a law firm actually as a business. And so if you see the law firm as a calling, we're on opposing sides necessarily. So that brings me to the second primary type of law firm owner. We call this the professional practitioner. They have two obstacles against them. The first is time. They are facing this ticking time bomb of a clock that at some point, they're not going to want to have another client, another consult, another trial. They're not going to want to draft another brief. My good friend Steve DeLaviaga, who is a professional basketball player in Australia, drafted by the LA Lakers, likes to say that you only have so many jumps in your legs. At some point, you just can't jump one more time. You can't make that one more basket. And so that is problematic when you run out of time. Professional practitioners, that's usually what they run into, and they don't have enough saved at the end to be able to live off of. The professional practitioners are those who see their law firm as a business and operate it as a business. Because while the professional practitioner is paying attention to how well they're serving their client and their overall level of service, the business owner is paying attention to acquiring more clients, making sure they're wildly profitable, and building capacity by having other lawyers serve their clients. And what happens are the more and more business owners there are in your community that happen to be law firms, each one of them take just a little bit from your practice. And so your practice either stagnates or starts to erode over time until what's left isn't quite much. Hey, if you've decided what level you're at, but you want to figure out how to go to the next and start to level up maybe to the business owner, but you're not exactly sure how to start that, I get it. Lawyers were really never taught how to run a business. Even if you have a business background of any kind, there are some fundamental structural things you need to know. Go visit thelawfirmsecret.com and we'll be happy to share some insights with you. So I'd give you two pieces of advice if you want to remain in the professional practitioner stage. The first is to raise your fees. You just simply don't charge enough. I promise you, I've worked with enough of you, you're not charging enough, whether you charge it per hour or you charge per flat fee. The second, get yourself an excellent executive assistant, somebody who's great with basic technology, things like Excel or Google Sheets and Google Docs and those types of things, who can manipulate numbers and put things together. And hopefully they came from some sort of business background or business education, because they're going to help you defend against those number one threats. And they're going to help you manage your business better so that it can be more profitable and you can start to push off all of the work that's not legal work to them. So the third choice the owner of a law firm has to make in order to get out of their own way is to whether or not they want to become a business owner. Those law firm owners who say, I really want to see my law firm as a business that happen to choose law as its professional service offering, as compared to I'm an attorney who happens to have a business and I'm more of a professional practitioner. This is when it starts to move in the direction where we want to be. Because law firm owners who see themselves as business owners have systems that run their law firm and people that run their systems. For the business owner, the 4 areas that they have is new client attraction. That's the first pipeline and system they pay attention to. The second is workflow, because once the clients come in, you have to serve the clients in a way that makes them satisfied. But 3, most importantly, they do this profitably. So they're paying attention to profit. And the 4th, they're looking at talent. And they're building and leading a team. So the business owner is really the secret sauce when running a law firm, because it allows you to ascend the next level. Now look, if you are a business owner, my advice to you, if you're stuck in some particular position or another in the business and you say, it feels like I can never break free. I get it. There's a reason for that. But right now, you got to make sure that your pricing is correct. You've got to have an incredible executive assistant that helps you take all of the admin things off your plate. And you have to focus your attention on marketing and sales in the new client attraction. That's where it all starts. If we get our pricing right, we pay attention to new client attraction pipeline that leads to profitability so that we can hire the people to actually get the work done. I hope this was informative for you. You understand what decisions you have to make as a law firm owner as to what type of owner you're going to be. In the next video, I'd really like to share with you the 4 types of business ownership levels so that you can start to understand where are you at as a business owner. Are you just starting, or have you progressed all the way through? And then ultimately, where do you want to be? Hey, if you've decided what level you're at, but you want to figure out how to go to the next and start to level up maybe to the business owner, but you're not exactly sure how to start that, I get it. Lawyers were really never taught how to run a business. Even if you have a business background of any kind, there are some fundamental structural things you need to know. Go visit thelawfirmsecret.com and we'll be happy to share some insights with you.